Hey, beautiful soul. You're listening to the Rising into Mindful Motherhood podcast, your weekly dose of fertility wisdom. I'm your host, Dr. Katie Wood. I'm a barefoot mama bear, pharmacist, and integrative fertility coach. This is your go-to podcast for all things to naturally nourish your fertility, embody womb healing, and reclaim your feminine power to accelerate your path to pregnancy. My expert guests and I will be having intentional conversations to discuss the many facets of a thriving, fertile foundation, natural wellness, and how we grow and transform as women on our journey to motherhood. So let's dive in, shall we? Hello, and welcome to Rising into Mindful Motherhood. I'm so excited to have you here. And today, I really want to dive into how you can begin to feel into your desires as if they are yours in this present moment. So the women that have come into my 7-day fertile womb embodiment immersion, it's a free challenge that is there to help you drop into your body, cultivate present awareness, create communication with your body, so then you can build and strengthen your intuition, right? To strengthen that trust muscle, that belief that if it is on your heart, it is yours in divine timing, right? So the women that have come in have set intentions to being able to be present within their bodies, connect with their bodies, and to really release this pressure of conceiving by a certain point that we all put on ourselves. I was guilty of it myself. Heck, I gave myself 1 month. Really, we started trying in November, and I thought I would be telling my entire family at Christmas that we were pregnant. So we put these heavy deadlines, like it's an assignment for school or for work. Oh, and it just feels so heavy and constricting and very forceful and controlling, really, right? The need to control the outcome. So the women that are in this program, they're setting their intentions. I have women who are doing IUI cycles right now, women who are preparing for a egg retrieval, and then women who are just wanting to build that inner conviction, that inner knowing, reclaiming their feminine power and their feminine voice. So one thing that came up, because I am in here to support you throughout this 7-day challenge. Anything that comes up for you, I'm here to answer. I'm here to support. I'm here to help you integrate. And someone had mentioned one thing that keeps coming up for her is when she tries to embody the feminine energy of motherhood and the possibility of being pregnant. It's so foreign to her and it feels so out of reach. It feels like she's trying to understand what it feels like to have a third arm or something that's basically not possible, right? We're not going to grow third arms anytime soon, although that could be helpful in motherhood. So I wanted to really drop in with you all because I imagine if she's struggling with this, that others are struggling with it as well. And this is what came up for me as I was reading that for her, and I felt into my body. And because I'm very intuitive, especially in the way that I am able to help my clients and the women in my community. So first, what comes up is we tend to put pregnancy, conceiving our baby on a pedestal. And after a while, it begins to feel out of reach, right? Like in the realm of impossibility. And what is underneath all of that is self-doubt, feelings of unworthiness, and distrust at the end of the day. And we put so much merit and pressure into achieving the thing, right? Pregnancy, having a baby, that our brain actually starts to perceive that as a threat. And that can make it hard for us to tune in to our senses of our desire, which is going to help bring that desire into fruition, right? A lot of times we will tell ourselves, I can feel happy when I do X, Y, or Z. I can finally feel relaxed once I do this thing. I even had a woman tell me one time, I can finally have joy in my life once I'm pregnant. So take a step back from that, right? 10,000-foot view. You're basically telling yourself, I can't feel joy, happiness, fulfillment until I achieve this thing. So number one, we're putting conditions on getting pregnant. We can't feel this way until we do it. We're putting a lot of pressure on baby to come in. When you're moving and leading your fertility journey in that energy, and a lot of us are doing it unconsciously. We don't realize that we're doing it. So there's no blame, there's no shame around this. It's just awareness and then shifting your perspective, shifting your energy, putting a lot of pressure on ourselves and on baby to feel safe to come in. And it's actually really repelling. It's repelling them away at the end of the day. So that's the first thing that comes up is it's probably really hard to feel into it because you've put it on a pedestal and there is so much pressure to make it happen. Number two, and this is a large point of me creating this 7-day challenge, and for you to definitely jump in and take advantage of it. If you can't feel into what it would feel like to be a mother, right? The feminine embodiment of motherhood. To me, that's telling me that you are unable to drop into your body and you're working from your neck up. And that is what this whole challenge is there for, to help you be in your body and feel all of these things, these beautiful things, right? If you can't even tap into what it would feel like to be a mother and to hold your baby, how do you know that that's even something that you want? Right? You've got to be able to tap into something. So one example I gave, and this is totally unrelated to pregnancy, right? We want to take that pressure off, but just to kind of give you an idea of really how simple this exercise can be is, let's say I want to win $1 million in the lotto. And I want to begin kind of setting the stage and the energetics of that desire. So I tune in, right? I'm sitting at a table, scratching a scratch off. The sun is shining into the window. It's an amazing day. I'm always happy when the sun is out. I am a sun lover. And so I'm just like, whether I win or not, I'm having a great day. I'm scratching off my scratch off. Oh, oh, I got one. Oh my gosh. Scratching it off. I got another one. Scratching it off. Oh my God. I have, the requirements to winning. Now I need to scratch off the amount that I win. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. $1 million. No way. No freaking way. Like, I can visualize what my reaction would be. I would be jumping up and down, completely in disbelief, utter shock, awe, happiness, joy. I can imagine my entire body would feel like tingly sensations and numb. I would probably like maybe even feel my heart beating out of my chest, maybe butterflies in my stomach because I'm like excited and nervous and like, is this even real life? So see how I was able to bring in all of these different sensations as if I was actually doing it, actually doing it. So I invite you, number one, to come into this challenge because, and it's not necessarily coming in so you can, you know, tap into the feminine embodiment of motherhood. That's like an end result that can happen. No, I want you to be able to create awareness inside of your body, to create trust in your body when things come up for you. I want you to be able to move through emotions as they come up. I want you to be able to feel into your body and trust like, oh, this is what's coming up for me. Yeah. I know my doctor wants me to start my third IUI right away after my second failed IUI. But right now, my body is telling me to take a break, to take a break. And not necessarily a break from trying naturally at home, but taking a break from the doctor appointments, the medications, give my body space to regulate, to re-regulate after all of those cycles that we tried and we put so much hope and faith into, and they didn't work out. So yeah, I'm going to call my doctor and tell them that we're going to wait. That, and not just that, that scenario is just an example, but I want you to be able to feel into your body when you have these hard choices and moments come up where you might be feeling pressure from your doctor or a family member or even your husband to do something so you can get pregnant, right? To get, and maybe the timing doesn't feel right for you in this moment. Maybe the thing doesn't feel right to you, period. Period. So in those moments, I want you to be able to drop in, feel the sensations in what your body is trying to communicate to you, and then trust it. It's one thing to feel it. It's a whole nother thing to trust and act on your intuition. It's a whole nother thing. And that is what this 7-day free Fertile Womb Embodiment Immersion Challenge is there to help you do. And then there are other benefits, right? If you are having a hard time of feeling into, I don't even know what it would feel like to be a mom, or to be pregnant, or to get a positive pregnancy test, or to hold my baby for the first time, or to celebrate their first birthday. If you can't tap into that feeling, go to the link in the show notes right now and sign up. Being able to be present in your body is going to accelerate your path to conceiving your baby on so many different levels, directly, indirectly, and everyone's different. Everybody's journey is different. So it's going to hit you differently. It's going to land differently. You're going to get what you need from it. And this is a skill that you get to take with you, not just to help you get pregnant, to make your fertility journey feel more pleasure-led, more easeful, more inevitable, but in your pregnancy, your birth, raising your child, so many things. So the live round is done, but basically the challenge is still there. It's a 7-day challenge. I am inside it with you to help you and guide you every step of the way. So take advantage of this free challenge for yourself, for your baby, for your future. And I cannot wait to see you in it. And if you listen to this episode, follow me on Instagram. Let me know, how are these episodes resonating with you? And what are some things that you want to hear? So thanks so much for listening, and I'll see you on the next episode. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Rising into Mindful Motherhood podcast. If this episode resonated with you or gave you an aha moment, stop what you're doing right now and write a review. This simple act of kindness helps me get this podcast out to connect with as many women as I possibly can. I also have a special offer. If you send me a screenshot of your review, I will take $250 off one of my premium coaching containers. Let me know what resonated with you the most and why. So connect with me in my free Facebook community or tag me on Instagram. You'll find both listed below. Thanks again from the bottom of my heart for tuning in to this episode, and I'll see you next time.